Hey everyone, in today's video we will understand the design system and how can we create one. Before that, I want to say that this video is for absolute beginners, so I tried to make it very easy so everyone can understand it very well. And I would also like to say that if you like my content, subscribe to my channel to get this type of videos on your feed. So without wasting any time, let's start. Of the IBM. So here is the website of IBM. As you can see, you have to identify the patterns that they used here. So what is the pattern? We have to look for some structures, some things that are getting repeated across the website. So let's take an example here. I think this cover is also a pattern because as you can see now it's all about that exploring a new platform that IBM is introducing. In future IBM will improve another platform and the picture will change, the text will change, the button text will be changed. So the structure will be the same, but text, the pictures, the content will be different. So this is also a pattern. And if you see here, these three cards have same structures. So the typefaces are the same, the style is the same, the content is different. So it's also a pattern. Here is also a pattern. Here it is also a pattern. It's showing users the technologies that IBM use and how they can help the users. So this is also a pattern because the structure is same but the content is different. I hope you can identify the pattern here. It's the same thing, the same structure, but different content. So this is the patterns that we have to recognize at first when you are creating a design system from a product or from a website. So as you can see, it's just an example. There are lots of more patterns and I just paste some of the patterns that I saw at first. And so when you identify the patterns, you take those things, the components, not the screenshot, the components to a Figjam or Figma or XD, any software you use, just take it to there and just paste it. The next thing is that you have to name it. And how can you name it? So the main rule of naming a pattern is that what work it does, what purpose the pattern serves in the website. So I wrote it covered at top because I don't know what purpose it's serving. Like it's exploring the platform, but in next time it can be different. So I don't know really what is it. So I just wrote it covered at top, but no one should write like that. But if you see here, I said that facilities of IBM. So when you click on this card purpose is to show facilities of the IBM to the users or whoever using the website. And this thing is the feature products that IBM is featuring on their website to show the users that what products they have. So feature products. So whenever another designer gonna work with the facilities of IBM or want to implement some new featured products, they will just take the template from here and they will put it on the website. So it will be consistent and easy and also fast, right? And you can also see I did the trending technologies and also I wrote the IBM stories, and here I showed the buttons. So one thing you have to remember that the patterns is something that also consists of many patterns. So if we see the cover here, there is a typeface here which is also a pattern, and there is this paragraph. This is also a pattern. I will explain it later, just stick with me. And there is this button which is consistent, and here is also another button that is also patterns, right? So the buttons can be used anywhere, but the text doesn't have to be the same. So it's also a pattern, and I showed it here, and I will mention the name. So the next thing is that design tokens. So design tokens is the smallest part of a design system, like colors, like typefaces. It can also include like grids, spacing systems, anything that is the smallest and the basic thing that design system have, right? So here in colors I mentioned the hex code, and if you want you can just write it here, button colors number, there's hex code, and that's it, right? You can write it like that, but I just made it very simple to just make you understand. And this is the paragraph text. So whenever someone using paragraph or writing a paragraph for IBM website, they have to follow this rule. Like this paragraph is, it's not IBM using right now, it's just an example. So this is the actual paragraph text. Here's the details of it. Like it's 40 pt and its regular font name is plus Jakarta Sans, and the letter spacing is 7%. So you have to mention it. You have to make it like title text. Then you give this title. If you then you can also mention like title text, and also here write the typeface and also the typeface details. So anytime any other designer is using it, they can understand that what the details of the typefaces that you used, or what the typeface and the details that the design system has, right? So the next thing is that we have to categorize every patterns, every design tokens that we have already, and how we can do that. So the main rule that companies used is that when you are categorizing a company's components in a design system, you have to go from the basic, like from the design tokens. As I said, that it's the smallest part of a design system. So you start with the colors, then go with the buttons, typefaces, or you can just colors, then typefaces, then buttons, and just go from the simpler things to the complex ones. And then you add the features. As I said, the features, and what is in the features is the cover, facilities, featured product, trending technologies, IBM stories, and all. So colors, buttons, typefaces, features, and inside features there are cover, this components all are there. So just go from the basic thing to the most complex thing. Whenever someone watching your design system, it can be, so just start from the small things and go to the big, right? So that's how you will make them understand what is the design system is and how it's important for their business. So that's it. But one thing before I finish is that whenever you're creating a design system, you have to take care of the accessibility. It's like, what if a visual impaired user using your website, how they will use it, how a specially able person will use your website. Things are like text to speech features, and how your website gonna work in a small screen, also big screen. It's a huge chance that your product will be very successful among the users because you are designing for everyone. And another thing that I also want to mention, that creating a design system is a collaborative process. So there is a design team and they will give their inputs. All of the inputs, the product manager or the design head listen, and he or she will take the decision. But if you're working in a startup or you are alone, then of course you have to take decisions. And as I said, that the main basic things to create a design system, if you watch the video carefully, you will understand that the things I mentioned, just take care of those things and you will be fine. So I think that's it. If I missed anything, you can comment, and if you like the video, make sure you like it and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. It's Bruce B signing off.